wanna drink.
All right, we out here. We having a NationBuilding conversation. I'm sitting out here with the Black Yoda, also known as Brother Kwame. We also got Brother D in the house. We out in the woods. A little bit of rain don't stop us. But Brother Kwame talking about creating hooks. We started out. Why don't you tell them about what we started out talking about and one of the reasons that you brought it up?
Okay, so we started talking about Dr. Gabriel Anibo, GAGUT. And GAGUT stands for God Almighty's Grand Unified Theory. And that, the idea of the Grand Unified Theory is what physicists and mathematicians have been trying to find that would explain all of the quote-unquote physical universe. And so with Einstein, you know, which is the one most everyone's familiar with, the E equals MC squared, and from E equals MC squared, at least at the non-quantum levels, E equals MC squared, you can derive all your major equations from that. Whether you're in physics, chemistry, biology, whatever the case may be, all those formulas you get in those different arenas or disciplines, you can derive them out of E equals MC squared. Then, of course, you had what came to us as the quantum theory, dealing with particles at subatomic levels or smaller than the atom, you know, atom size, smaller than the atom, your electron, proton, you know, things of that nature. And then, of course, you know, you get into ideas, and there's several of these attempts at the Grand Unified Theorem is really what they're looking for, a Grand Unified Theorem.
Right.
But they remain theories because in some cases, well, in Einstein's case with the general theory of relativity, it doesn't deal with things at the quantum level. So Einstein's general theory of relativity will always remain a theory. And also the quantum theory. It will forever remain quantum theory because it does not deal with things at the macro level. And so you have what's called, I think one of the more recent ones is the idea of string theory.
You make me want to take my shoes off. He got his feet up on camera. I'm going to pull my feet out too.
Well, if your feet ain't pretty as mine, you need to keep them in.
I'm a Pisces. I got beautiful feet.
Shoot, maybe you got fins, man. I don't know. No, but when you start talking
about my fins out in public,
things like string theory,
right?
Well, it will always remain a theory, even though it seems to validate everything that is. It will forever remain a theory because it can't be tested.
For real?
They say there's not enough energy in the universe to test string theory, and so. You know, so that will forever remain a theory.
So, all right, so they formulated a theory on something that actually can't be tested. So why is it called a theory? Because because me and Devin had an issue one time because with scientific terms sometimes stuff get mixed up for me. Right. So like, cause one time we was when we was in Tennessee, and right long before our homeboy became a doctor, he was talking about a catalyst. And we held up the conversation for about 20 minutes because the way he used catalyst was not how I was taught in school to use it. Because for me, a catalyst was something that would cause a reaction, but it wouldn't be changed in the process. But for him, it was different, right?
Yeah.
You remember what his? the catalyst would be changed, right?
Yeah, it was like something that it was almost like it became a part of the entire thing, and so it metamorphosized from what it was originally.
So, for example, when you take
Wait. Be careful, boy. That's an axe. That's an axe. You ain't doing nothing but be careful. All right. The wood will pop up, hit you in the eye. You know, anything. Be careful. All right. Real life here, Gye-Nyame Journey. Go ahead.
So, in some sense, well,
he does. His handles is like 5 times better.
so for example,
to sharpen these axes. This is ridiculous. But go ahead.
okay, so for example, when you put sugar in a
I want to 1v1 him.
Kool-Aid?
what do you call them things? Test tube.
Right.
You know to go for high school?
You put sugar in a test tube,
You know where to go for high school?
and
Go there
you
Monday.
pour
At 5:30. Why would I go there? Because it's open gym.
what's hydrochloric acid in there.
Mm-hmm.
Why would I go all the way
I think it's hydrochloric acid. You pour hydrochloric acid in there. No, I'm sorry. No. You pour dehydrant in there.
Never mind.
dehydrant
I'm good. I know you live on the
Is
east
the
side.
catalyst I believe we're talking about, that it changes the sugar, but because it's a dehydrant, it's going to take all the water out of the sugar.
Mm-hmm.
When it takes all of the water out of the sugar,
I didn't know he
you know what
lived in
remains?
North.
Crystals?
I didn't know.
Let me give you the
Leave me
chemical
alone.
formula for sugar. C6. Let me make sure. C6, H12O6.
So if you take out all the water,
So in other words, so you have C6, H12O6.
so you
So
take
now,
two hydrogens
that
as
means-
one water. So you
Right.
now got C6. You said, what is the first one?
So
it's C6.
The H12O6, that will all become water. It really will become six atoms of water. That's what H12O6 will convert to.
Mm-hmm.
6 atoms of water. What's left is C6, straight up carbon.
Hold on. Hey, take that. When y'all cutting, cut away from, y'all kind of close to the people. Y'all chopping, stuff could fly off and hit people. I don't go into real life here, Gye-Nyame Journey once again. But go ahead.
And so what you have left is just straight up carbon.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the coolest thing to see because you pour the dehydrant into the sugar, and it's like, if you can imagine sugar turning into like a lump of coal.
Right.
I mean, that's about what it looks like.
Will it burn like coal?
Yeah. I mean, it's
So it actually
no, let me back up, because it's carbon,
Right.
and it'll burn like carbon.
Right.
Coal has, I think, a slightly different
Okay.
kind of.
All right. But what happens to the dehydrant? Is it transformed?
The dehydrant, when it takes the water out, the only thing I can assume that's happening is that it evaporates, because there's no water in the, there's no water in the test tube.
All right. Hey, why y'all walking? I just moved them away from a crowd. Go ahead.
And and I played baseball,
Mm-hmm.
and we played baseball so tough that when it rained, now I'm talking about for my league team, when it rained, in order for us to, keep playing or to have the game that day, we would literally sprinkle dehydrant onto the
Is it her water?
dirt part of the
Is it
field,
her water?
so that it would dry up all the rain, the puddles that,
Put that back.
accumulated. And
You better not open it. Get your water. No, I'm talking to her. Excuse me.
no, you good.
Little girl, open it away from them chopping. Real life here, Gye-Nyame Journey. But go ahead.
Whose kids are those? At least it's not mine this time. Oh, don't me. As soon as I say that, my girl says, no, go that way. Go over here by a car. You got pee?
Oh, shoot.
Something in your shoes? Sit down and relax your feet, man.
Shoot,
Yeah, but all right. So, but going back to it. So now, I brought that conversation up to talk about the whole idea of a theory. So when I'm in school, they taught us that a theory was something that was proved, and anything that wasn't proved was called a hypothesis.
well, let us look at it this way. Theorems are what are proved.
Okay.
That's usually in the area of mathematics. Theories are basically, let me explain it this way. So the quote-unquote scientific method,
Mm-hmm.
you observe,
Mm-hmm.
you form a hypothesis,
Mm-hmm.
you test the hypothesis, you retest the hypothesis. If it still tests out, you have someone else independently from you test the hypothesis. If that holds on, then, excuse me, then it can formulate theory status. Theory, again, meaning this seems to hold up thus far.
You want some water?
But in many cases, yes.
Hey, bring me a water, please.
But because
Real life here,
it may
Gye-Nyame
be
Journey.
impossible to test every case, it'll remain a theory. And all you need is one, just one example where that theory doesn't hold up.
Thank you, good sir.
And it will forever remain a theory.
That was young brother Elijah Wine, by the way. He handling business at the camp. I'm watching y'all. Here we go. Here go one.
Thank you.
I took twist the top. Here go the cap if you want.
Yes.
Sounds like a non-proportional relationship. It's one of the ratios got to be off, and it's no longer proportional.
All right. So the Gaga theory. We got. So
Actually, it's a theorem
okay. So
because he's coming from a mathematical perspective.
and it's been proven. And
Let's
retest.
say they've not been able to disprove it. That's what's being said.
So what does this theorem say?
The Gaga theorem?
Yes.
Shit, I'm still trying to figure that out. Shoot, man.
Man, I sent it to you so you go break it down for us.
Nah. Again, look, man, you got to hear the man speak. You got to hear Oyibo speak, because the gist of what he is saying is that, and I have questions, because at least from the interview I saw with Philip Jacques Matthews, and he may have a better idea of what's happening than I do, but so Dr. Oyibo is saying on one account that the universe is not expanding.
Right. I remember
Right.
that. Right.
Okay, so
Because it can't expand because it always was.
I don't necessarily understand the analogy he's using,
Mm-hmm.
but he's saying that for the universe to expand, it's like God growing.
Mm.
And I have no concept for that. And in many mythologies, as I'm sure you're aware of, the reason God made us is so that he could have other experiences.
Right.
And so mythology would clash with what Dr. Oyibo is expressing. Nonetheless, let me leave the concept of his notion of God out of this for now. But he's saying that the universe can't expand. And so we do have to explain this idea of red light shifting.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. And there are cases where in some instances you may have a red light shift and then it becomes a blue light shift. But this isn't the general idea. the general idea is that you have a lot of red light shifting going on, which means things are moving.
Bro, where's he drinking?
Let me say, it implies things are moving away from us at higher and higher speeds. And so these are, some ideas that I don't quite understand.
What's wrong?
Is Dummy a real Simba or not?
He hasn't been to Simba yet.
See, Dummy said he's
Relax.
a real Simba.
It's okay.
Damn, he offended. Real life here at Gye-Nyame Journey.
I am.
I ain't saying you ain't real Simba. I'm glad you offended that somebody telling you that's a Simba that he don't remember him crossing. He like, this little boy told me he's a Simba. Is he a Simba or not?
He said, boy, you have to validate
Right,
yourself,
you gotta
man.
validate yourself. That's what we want. You know what I'm saying? We want people feeling that they hurt something. And Gooba is joining the conversation. You want to get in on the video, my friend?
Yeah, not yet.
Yeah, okay.
How you doing, bro?
All right, I'm about to say.
5-year-old. has
Am I a Simba?
Right.
No, you're not a Simba, baby. You're
Am
not a
I a
Simba.
real Simba?
Are you a real
Y'all
Simba?
Gye-Nyame girls. Yeah, y'all could become Simpsons as y'all get older, but right now, right?
They're saying I'm not.
You can't. Simba is sisters of Simba. Simpsons are sisters.
I'm gonna be a Simba before you, so you. No, I'm
No, you
already
already
a
He already
Simba.
crossed in Simba.
What? I'm already a Simba. What?
You know,
He's the push-up champ.
he might be the youngest that we have.
I won the
Is he
dance
animal cross-
competition
Is it?
and the push-up competition.
So you beat Cleve's record?
Cause Cleve,
Now I gotta make another
Cheers to
baby.
you for
Now I gotta
push-up
make another
competition,
baby. We
baby.
going for 3.
push
I'm
up.
gonna have a cross at Simba at 3.
I'm already a Simba.
You
I gotta
already
be a Simba.
gone. You can't be a Simba. You a girl.
You have
You
to
got
be.
Simbas for
You have to.
got Simbas for free.
You have to win every
You a
challenge.
Gye-Nyame
I
girl.
won
Gone.
every
You straight.
challenge.
Gone.
Alright, y'all
Gone.
go.
We
Tell
have
her,
to go
tell her what
Jim.
Simba stands for, man.
Safe in my brother's arms. And you ain't safe in no brother's arms but mine, so take your ass.
I'm safe from my.
You say what?
That's
Your
right.
brother Cleve.
Your brother's right.
say that one more time for the people in the back.
Oh man.
Nice cartwheel. You gonna do some capoeira? Hey man, leave the camera alone, man. You ain't the
Back
cameraman.
up, back up. That
Go
it.
ahead. What was it?
Who's gonna do capoeira?
Oh, one of my little nephews here. We're gonna have them all at the capoeira because we got brother Pope is gonna be coming in doing some capoeira, the
Okay.
music and the
The
fight
last
and all.
capoeira y'all did was horrible.
Damn,
What?
she said it was horrible.
What was?
Because I played in front of the school. I ain't played in about 5 years. She said it was horrible. I mean, like she know, but hey, my game is rusty. This is real life here at Gye-Nyame Journey. Go on.
Man. Out of the mouths of babes.
Out of
You
the
hear
mouths of
that?
babes.
Y'all hear him? She just dogging his old bed.
Because she can't be a Simba. I can't be a Simba. Your capoeira sucks.
That's how I feel about you.
That's how I feel.
Hey,
I
I
shoot
said,
at the truth come up.
at least she didn't clap on you, man.
Hey, man. Like, man, come on, man.
I fell out yesterday.
Well, who? To your house? Man, so I've been having women go off on me all, man, it's crazy.
Dang. That stuff is, man, it's like you wake up one day and all these people are doing this, and I'm like, where the hell did that come from? Because you see, I'm not seeing this stuff in real time. I'm like on a
Be careful,
lapse
boy.
time.
Right. You sitting in a lapse time.
Hey.
But yeah, so what was we at?
Where were we at?
You was talking about red shifting.
Yeah, so I don't have a broad enough understanding of Gaga to understand why we have red shifting. But I do think, on the other hand, who's that?
That's exactly right.
Oh shoot. The thought that
Who you calling a thought?
oh damn. That's another one, man. Shoot, I had to ask Charlotte what the hell that meant.
Hey, first time I heard that girl said, man, she called me a thought. I said, a thought? That's a good thing. No, it's not. A thought? No, not a thought. A thought.
You know where I came across it?
Where?
Grownish.
Oh, Grownish? Okay.
Yes. I was watching Grownish and you know, one of the twins said something about, oh girl, you ain't nothing but a thought. And you know, Charlotte said, ooh. I was like, what? And she said, you ain't nothing but a thought. I was like,
you know that wood's small enough. Why don't y'all go get some real wood to chop?
I said, what's a thought? And Charlotte said, that hole over there. I was like, oh, damn. Man.
But yeah, so you said it ain't enough to explain the red shifting. And so I asked him about gaga. Am I saying it right? Gaga. Because I sent him the video because like it was dealing with mathematics and stuff like that. And you know, I'm more into the myth. So I'm like, all right, that's his department, right? So boom, I sent that over to him. He liked it. But we started this conversation and he went into something else about it being, you called it a hook?
Yeah, it's a hook to draw people in to understanding, you know, some fundamental ideas about
Let's drop them there.
the grand unified theorem given by Dr. Oyibo, but dealing with the ideas of grand unified theories from Einstein to you know, quantum to string theory, etc., and all those in between. And so, yeah, that's where I'm coming from.
So, and then also you brought up another hook that I want you to talk about. Because you're talking about the elderly cases.
Okay, yeah. So
this is back on along the line of using hooks for our young people. But go ahead.
So the way you draw people in to learning anything is to find a way of hooking it into themselves, right? So
I got you.
If you were to talk to a child about learning biology, a lot of us understand that biology is a lot of memory stuff going on, and that's not exciting. And so the way Dr. Wakesa and his school has hooked children into learning biology is through melanin. And he says, okay, he tells them all these fascinating things about melanin and how it relates to them. And then he says, here's what I want you to do. I want you to tell me where melanin is found in the brain. And then next, what is its function in the brain? And so, you know, you're learning about the brain, right? And then you move to other organs. And you know, and approach it in the same way, but, you know, slightly different. But, you know, the concept remains the same, is that you're using melanin as the hook,
right,
to get them to learn the various parts of the body. And what was really interesting about what he was saying toward the end of it was that, you know, you have these tests that are given that don't really test what someone knows. In other words, a lot of times we've come across the expression that a lot of the tests that black children have to take.
They messing with the fire.
Hey,
Who?
Gina.
I said, keep the fire in the fire ring. I'm sorry.
where was I? So, okay, so, I forgot where I was at, but anyway, so you're using the idea of melanin to get them to explore the body, and that the tests that are given us are not testing what we know. They're testing to see if we know what they know.
Right.
And so when many of his students go off to college, he literally tells them, he says, look, when they ask you to take a certain test or whatever, or when they ask him to have his kid take a certain test or another, he says, look, that's not how we do it. Now, if you want to know what they know about the biology, of their bodies, then, that's what you have to ask them. But just don't give them this abstract stuff that is, that doesn't really have context.
Right.
It's not applicable. Right. It's not practical. And so yeah, that's where we have to improve upon our stuff, man. Big ass feet, man. Shoot.
Come on, man. Don't get all territorial, goddammit. You touched my foot. I didn't touch your foot. Playing footsie with me. It's real life here, Gye-Nyame Journey.
My feet just trying to find some grass,
Come
man.
on. Oh, okay. Well, just say that. I mean, I thought, I ain't want to say nothing on film. I thought you was rubbing my feet. I'm like, what's going on here? Right.
Don't make me throw this water on you.
It's been rough all week for me, obviously, but yeah, so, I wanted to just, film a little bit because we was having conversation, it's like, and out here, we just out here being this weekend, so it ain't a lot of programming, just chilling, he came out here to chill with us, so I wanted to at least let y'all know that those of you that come out, because I know some of y'all just coming out because y'all heard Royalty was frying fish. I know what it is. Right, during the equinox. Y'all sitting up in the crib. We out here enjoying the energy that's sprouting down on us. Someone Yankee here. Uh-oh. Who is that? I don't know what that is. Someone Yankee here. That's another. That's language. Where you from, my friend? Got somebody tuning in. I don't know what Yankee means, but it don't sound good.
Over there.
Sound like they mispronounced it.
Right. But that might be a word from overseas or something. Because, people be tuning in all over the world, Gye-Nyame Journey. We out here at the campgrounds. And once again, I'm going to let y'all go on and look and see what's going on around us. I'm going to be trying to film a little bit throughout the day. But you couldn't see that? Come on, man. So, there go. We got the little fire pit over there. We got the stuff.
Oh, I got something for the fire pit, man.
Huh? What you want?
It's a ritualistic burning.
Uh-oh. What you want to burn?
My hair.
Oh, well, you want to do it now?
Yeah.
You don't. How long you gonna be here? How long you gonna be here?
I'll be here till this evening.
Oh, well, let's wait until we get everybody here, and then we go. You want to burn it now? You do it in the ceremony type time. Zion, one of the young warriors, was talking about he wanted to do his omblature, but the royalty talking about holding off on the omblatures until probably spring. No, hell no, right? Rain, that don't mean shit. Listen, look, they ready. I mean, because I told the boy this morning, Johannes said, I want to do it. I said, man, how you gonna come walking up on me talking about you want to do your omblature? You ain't got nothing prepared. He said, man, I got my blankets, I got this. What else I need? I said, well, just be afraid. I said, you need Himalayan salt. Somebody said, we got Himalayan salt. I said, I need the locks of a virgin goat or some shit like that. Got it in my bag. I'm like, no. But anyway, Zion is supposed to be doing the story of G tonight, so I'm gonna see how he does it, and that's like one of the rituals. So Kwame was talking about he got some ritual burning for the the fire because he wanted to put the hearing. I told him to hold off because we're gonna be having some, we're gonna be doing some ceremony tonight. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be throwing in stories. Go ahead, put the big head up in there. Here's the mascot for tomorrow when he's not suspended from school. That's Zion.
Hey man, he wasn't front on my little brother like that, man.
What? I mean, I gotta tell the truth about him. I gotta tell the truth about him. I'll tell the truth.
Man, look, that's family talk, man.
Listen around, we just got a tree.
Where y'all get the tree from? We'll pull it in. Where's that?
We chopped it.
What's that?
It's right there, but it's chopped into pieces.
Man, that's been sitting over there for about 20 minutes. I've
No,
never
we
been back
just
at it.
put like 6 pieces in there.
6 pieces is not a tree.
Do me a favor.
You said 6 pieces. 6 pieces? 6 whole pieces?
Well, he did it
Take what y'all.
He said that like that's one of those infinite sets we was just
Take
talking
what,
about.
take what y'all cut up, sit it over by the fire so that it can
Dry.
dry out a little bit.
Mr. Shaw, why did you teach your son to jump on somebody's arm and kick them and punch them in their stuff?
Okay, there we go.
That boy just jumped on my arm and punched me in my...
Everybody want to get on camera nowadays.
They messing with
This
you.
dude jumped on my arm and punched me in my sides.
So, alright.
Where did you teach him to do that?
So what did you think about the workshop yesterday?
And that's what I meant to tell you, man. Y'all really compliment each other well. And what I really found to be really on point was
I wasn't doing that when I was your age.
a statement would be made, and I get ready to raise my hand to ask a question about it, and within the next couple of sentences, my question was answered. And so that meant, at least for me, it meant that I was following well, and that, shoot, I think we could do something with that. I was curious as to the book that was given to us. What?
It's called Hero's Journey. She wrote that over a period of years, and she's been using it in her counseling for a long time. I'm trying to get her
I
to...
used to use it. I used to use pieces of it when I was doing conflict resolution for Urban League when they were doing job training for people. So using that content to facilitate some conflict resolution.
No, you ain't gonna do that.
Add that into what I've done and what I've learned.
We still working on the Facebook piece, Nabita. I mean, on the YouTube piece. So kind of bear with us.
I mentioned the Terror House of digitizing it.
Oh man, that's. I'm sitting up here like,
man,
nah.
you thought I
Say less. Come on, say less.
That's like trimming paper base. One of our social studies teachers, 7th, 8th grade teacher, does everything on paper. It's like it bothers him to his core that we have it.
got the little tablets.
Man, we got the computers. We got the Chromebook. It's laptop fashion. We used to do the tablets. But all the tests are moving towards being digitized, so it's best to use the computers now. And because another reason I pulled it out so that we could start recording was you was doing other examples talking about, like, for example, some of the stuff that we could use as hooks to get some of our young people in our community doing some stuff, and you had some pretty good ideas, or at least some of the stuff we was talking about, like we was talking about, because we be having a brother call in talking about infinite energy, and it's certain experiments that we could go and get our young people involved with now.
I want it over there so it can
that
dry
would
a
hook
bit,
them
and
into
bring it back.
stuff that they never even thought about. You know what I'm saying? That's how it starts. Getting people to look into something and because I got hooked in poetry like that. I got hooked into myths and a lot of stuff I'm doing because of certain hooks.
Yep. That's the piece.
So we got to find those hooks for our young people, man. That's a challenge right now. But we out here at the campgrounds just being, You see it yawning and stuff. Man, I'm about to kick my boots off and get my sandals, because you know my sandals broke. That's the only reason I ain't got them on right now.
Shit, I was gonna bring my what you call them rubber shoes?
Flip-flop?
Crocs. Yeah,
Oh.
I love the shoes, man. Shit.
Man, I love having my feet out. But yeah, it was raining like hell in the city. But then, like I said, we told y'all, like, we got here last night. It's still dry. It's rained a little bit and it's still dust everywhere. It ain't rising as fast. It's waiting for opportunity.
Yeah, I actually thought we was gonna get much worse than we
Right,
was. But I looked at the radar, because west of us, as it was coming in, it was this big red cell that was concentrated, that was supposed to, and it got here and said, whoop, opened up, and went on by.
Went around us. Trying to tell you, we are getting blessed energy. Y'all need to come on. I told y'all the year's about to rev up for us. So go to GNJmedia.live, get the merch, hit the tip jar, hit us up on Cash App, help support. You know what I'm saying? Because we building for real. You know what I'm saying? We start out with little tips. I'm gonna turn it around so you can see. We start out with some little tents, and one day we're gonna have a campground. You know, we start out with little cars, bringing all these people out here. In a minute, we're gonna move back to a van. Not that we ever owned one, but I had a van, and we gonna need to get us a tribal vehicle. You know, couldn't even bring my damn ambrosia. I'm sitting up here, no ambrosia. You know what I'm saying? I got the distillery. You know what I'm saying? I got the fermentation plant, and I ain't got it. And then, by the way, all those that's ordering ambrosia this month is gonna be late. They ain't gonna be ready for next week. I'm just letting y'all know. It's gonna be late. But hey, this is Gye-Nyame Journey. You know what I'm saying? I want to welcome you to the congregation of the mighty. For those that don't know, I was told that this is the Hotep sign. Hotep, I think. I'm standing with my arms straight up at 90-degree angles, like Elder Tony be doing. Home of the stubborn minority.
Bro, that's the Ka sign.
Ka. Okay, my fault. Thank you. Okay, Ka, whatever. The congregation of the mighty. Home of the stubborn minority. The place where your hustle builds muscle. This is Gye-Nyame Journey Media. We just got done doing talking woods. NationBuilding talk. We might be back. We might not. You know what I'm saying? Catch us where you can. Right? So, and last but not least, we strive to blow up your old paradigms. Peace.
Boom.
Okay.